Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders, we are always thinking, but the only thing we think not on things which we're supposed to think most of the time. We are thinking, but thinking on the creations. Whether we are scientists, we also think on the creation. You know, how this creation of Allah works. But we never realize that the thing that we research on creation of Allah, we never realized. We are thinking they are creation which has been created and come to being by itself, not being created by Almighty Lord. Everything is created by the Almighty Lord, including us. Not only us, the angels, the beings, the heaven, the earth, everything. Only Creator is one. There is no one who creates except Allah. Of course, Allah sometimes gives us some power to create. Create what? Create a car, money. We invented the money. Allah didn't invent the money, but He gave us the permission to make money, to make something out of the creation of His. Like we can only create not out of nothing. We can create something out of something which has been created by Allah. Like the car, we have created the car from the metals, the wires, and all this are created by Allah. But creating from nothing, we cannot say a car created, it will become creation. No. In movie, yes, but it's only movie. But they want to imitate the power of Allah, who can create without anything, out of nothing. Be, it is created. Be, it is created. So we are creation. We are supposed to think of the Creator. Not most of the time. In fact, He wants us to think of Him all the time. But at least most of the time. But even then we cannot do, at least sometime. Also we cannot do. Almost no time. Almost everyone in this world, almost all the time are not thinking. That's the very reason why we didn't go towards believing in Him. Because we don't even start thinking. Who is my Creator? Who is He? Why He has created me? That simple question. You should ask yourself. Have you ever asked? Since the time you're born until today, you never asked, who has created me? Like Hanzala, his father and mother is a person who have, so-called one who have entered Islam. Then Hanzala just become people who are said to be Islam. So he perform prayer, he do everything which saw his father, mother has done. But he never think, why I do this, who has created me. He take for granted. So he is doing things just because he's being told by his father and mother to do it. Oh, apparently he do it because he saw everybody who claimed himself to be a person who have entered Islam are doing. So they are not thinking. Even those people who have recited the kalima, they don't think. They just recite it, like Rashidi. Never think. So we have been having given a brain. The difference between us and all other creation of Allah, besides jinn and man, are not given the brain to think. So it's okay for them not to think. So when you don't think about this higher level, things of the higher level, then you simply eat and drink and sex like the animals. You do things which doesn't need thinking. They only require desire. You desire to eat and you search for food. You have thirst, you search for water. You have desire lure towards having sex, then you search for woman or woman search for man. That's about all. So there are animals. Like the animals, when the time for them having sex, they mean having, a period. So they start rushing. The cat rushing any ladies cat or not ladies cat. I mean cats were men and women. We don't call them men, but in Malay called betina and lelaki. In English,
Female cat.
Female cats. Will search, and the male cat will search for the female. They don't care. They don't need to get married. They simply in my house there's so many cats because one cat give 4 birds, some cat six cat. End up so many cats. They don't have laws govern them. They don't need to. They only wanted, their life is only to fulfill their desire. So there is nothing in akhirat for them. They will not be placed into Jannah or Jahannam. They will be turned into soil. After they have been, judged on what, they also been judged, but after that, Allah has given all the things, they will be turned into soil and dust. At that time, the man will see, oh, it is, so fortunate to become dust now. I wish I also would become dust. Why? That's why in this world they don't need to pray, they don't need to make dawah, they don't have to obey any orders of Allah. The pigs, the cats, the dogs, they say, oh, you pigs. Words which we say often to someone whom we think is having very bad character. Pigs. You didn't realize that the pig is better than us. Because whatever he do is not sinful. He will not be made to go into Jahannam. Neither Jannah, no Jahannam. It's only we will return into also that is better. But we, on the other hand, will be asked on whatever we do, whatever, even a simple thing, simple and little things. What more of the bigger thing? Because we have a brain, we have been given a brain to think what to do, what not to do. And we have been given a prophet sent to us, and some of the prophet, the book was also given to the prophet, and for the last hour on the later time, given the last prophet of Allah, with the greatest book, which is the Quran. And we don't even read it. After when we read it, we don't even think about it. We only simply read, never think. Reading the Quran also no thinking. Other than the Quran also we are not thinking. So we are only like animals. Those who are not thinking and they are only fulfilling their desires, whims and fancies in this world are no better than the animal, even worse. Because he will go to hellfire. Yazid once upon a time was like that. Now he's trying to become human. Still he's not thinking. When an order comes to him, he refuses. When the order is too hard for him, he said, I can't manage this. I'm worried what others will talk about it. So I couldn't bear that pain of having to hear what you see. Why I do this, why I do that. I cannot explain to them. So rather than having the pain of trying to reply to all the questions of others towards me when I divorced my wife, I better do it. So he fear man more than Allah. Why he fear man more than Allah? Because he thinks other than Allah can also bring harm, can also bring benefit. If we think that other than Allah can bring benefit, usually it's a man or some animals who are not like the cats and also dog. Also, some people think that the dogs can bring harm. They run away from dog. Whenever you saw dog, but they don't run away from cats because they think cats will not give harm. So whoever we believe that will give harm, and we get scared. So whatever things that we think will give benefit, we go towards it, search for it, amaze it, like wealth, money. If someone shows us 100 notes, you want it? And immediately say, yes, please give to me. Because why we ask him to give them? Because we think that bring benefit. Even though that money is not mine, but I will take it. No? Or I found some money in a room or in a house of other people. Yes, we shouldn't take that money, that's not mine. But we saw the money, we immediately think, it benefit to me. Then we take the money. Then that honor, what happened to our money? It was here before. Oh, it must be the guests who have come, have stolen it. The guest has stolen the money because he thinks that money gives benefit to her. So whatever we think give benefit to us, we have drive to take it, irrespective whether it is the order of Allah or not the order. If a person with faith, iman, he will not take it. I'm not ordered to take that money. That money belongs to me. I know the money has benefit. And can give benefit. He has some belief, but I will not take. Because his iman is slightly stronger than that fellow who take the money without even realizing the fact that he cannot take that money because it's not the order of Allah. So that's what happened. People do theft, stealing, looting, killing. They disobeyed orders of Allah, not of anything, because they want to get something or benefit it. When he saw that fellow got a lot of money and jewelry, so he said, this is a woman that I should try to cash and get his money, and then the woman wrestled with him, then they wrestled again. Money, the woman died. So usually people, being killed because someone else wants to take his money, his wealth, or wanting to take his girlfriend, because that girlfriend, he wants that girlfriend. So he don't want that girlfriend to marry him, so he kill him so that he can marry her. The only reason why people cause harm, do disobedience to the order of Allah because of the desire. Desire to get something that he believes to give benefit, to give pleasure to him. Like the woman will give pleasure to him, money, give benefit, pleasure also. So there are only two things. Either woman, wealth, power, and that's all the reasons why there are a lot of disobedience being committed. For no other reason. Nobody do disobedience to Allah because they want to be close to Allah. No. Somebody who wants to be close to Allah will do obedience to the order of Allah. He will not disobey Allah because he wants Allah. He wants Allah to love him. He wants to become the lover of Allah. So the real reason why we disobeyed Allah because we didn't know Him. We never think of Him. We never ponder about the creation of Allah. And as a result of not thinking and not pondering over the creation of Allah, we never come to know Allah, who is our creator. So Allah is there watching us. He knows what we are doing. Whatever each and every human being doing, Allah knows. So He knows that we are not thinking of Him, only eating. Every day eating. Lunch, breakfast, tomorrow. The only thing we think, what to buy. Oh, this is not nice. Where do you get it from? So when we sit down, we only talk about that. About our food. Of course, sex we don't talk in public. We only hidden it, the desire inside our heart. But food, we talk so much about it. The food, where to eat. So they call it Jalan cari makan. Go round about from here to there to find places to eat good food. So these are the things that people love to do, eating. If you want to make your wife happy with you, take her out to eat, as Yazid has done. Most frequently. He did that. Even when he was doing dawah, he still continued to do that. When he go home, he tell his wife and bring to shops or restaurant that can prepare good food because he has eaten it. My brother also one of that time. He says when he was a policeman, he said whenever I find some place with a good food, I will take my wife. Your sister-in-law, I will take her. Why he did that? Why Yazid did that? Because to make her happy. Why he want to make his wife happy? Why? He loves his wife. Why he doesn't want to make Allah happy? Why? Why he disobeyed Allah orders to divorce his wife? Because he doesn't love Allah. What a shame, isn't it? What a shame that we don't love Allah when He gave us everything. He gave us life. We would not have this life. The life, the soul that giving in and out are given by Allah that make us able to see, to eat, to drink, to do everything. We don't give thanks to Him. Rashidi never think about Allah from the day he's born until today. I think so. He never think. He read Quran also. He didn't think if ever read Quran. Now lately only start reading. Otherwise he would not. Then then after some time we didn't talk about it, he will also forget to read the Quran. Now he has some work to do, some job. So busy. Hardly have time to read the Quran. What more to think about? So he's proud having able to go to work, earn money, eat, drink, sex. That's all. The three things. And these are all animalistic desire. The only thing that makes us different, Allah gave us brain. And that brain need to be used solely, if not primarily, in thinking about our creation, Allah. In finding what He wants. What He wants means what orders of Allah that I should obey, so that He will become pleased with Him, with me. And that is the brain we use. You know? For the food, we shouldn't think about it so much. We only eat whatever given, eat. If it's halal, of course. If not halal, we shouldn't eat it. Don't put so much mind, so much thinking on that. On what car I should drive, what clothes I should wear, what food I should eat, what place I should sleep. All these are needs. This is not our purpose of life, to fulfill our needs. If we think that to fulfill our need is the purpose of life, we are just like animals. We like to be like animals. But of course, now we are acting like animals. When we saw the animal turn into dust, then we say to Allah, Ya laitani kuntu turaba. How good it is if I also become dust. But we will not be made to become dust, because we are not animals. We are men, humans. We have been given brain. We are wrongly used the brain. Instead of thinking of what our Creator, who created us, how to make Him pleased, how to make Him happy, we are not using it at all for that. And we are only using it to find where to find good food, where is good restaurant, where I should take my wife to eat good food. That's all. What is this? This is not life. This is not the true purpose of our life. We are only to live in this world for a short time, to do the correct thinking. If we don't do it, we become animal and die as animal. And as animal, we cannot go to Jalan. We cannot go to paradise. We will go to hellfire. So if we wish to be in hellfire, then become like animals. Don't become like men. Fulfill your wishes. Whatever you want, as long as you live. But one day you will die. Nobody will live forever to fulfill his desire in this world. Sometimes they really want to fulfill his desire in this world. Having sex with all type of women. End up getting syphilis, getting gonorrhea. The worst now, AIDS, AID, AIDS. Auto-diffuse deficiency syndrome, AIDS. Our immune system no longer working. That is the disease. When the immune system are no longer working, whatever germ infection, little bit will die. We cannot become sick because the immune system is finished. So let somebody become healthy because their immune system are strong. These aborigines who live in the jungle, who eats food fresh, sniffing and breathing pure air without pollution, drinking mineral water. They don't cook food. They take fresh food. So the nutrients, they got good nutrients. The fresher the food, the more likely the food contains natural nutrients, minerals. The more you cook the food, heated it, the less it contains. We become not very healthy. Then the aborigines who live in the jungle, they never got sick so much. Government make hospital, very few of them. When they're about to die, they get sick, then they go to hospital. But we who are cooking food, taking so much time, selecting what type of food, and then cook it, heated it, boil it, to make it tasty, we end up become very sick. So we don't take the correct nutrients, which are available in fresh and uncooked. food. So life should be simple actually for this. The more simpler it takes, the more simpler we do in terms of our needs, the happier and the healthier we become. There is some people trying to live without having to cook and cook, grow his own plant around his house. All the plants that he need to eat, he grow on his own with correct pesticide and everything. He want to eat healthy food. So he said, now I'm becoming healthier and happier. But it's not that happy because he didn't obey Allah. Only in terms of food. If we have, even if we eat good food, not obeying Allah, we will go to Jalan. We think that we are happy here, having good food, no pesticides, good air, living in the jungle, like the Aborigines. Then, yet we will not be successful because we are just like animals, thinking of food only. We should become human. Allah give us Islam to the whole entire mankind. Allah give Islam. Islam is not given to animals. Islam is given to man. The only creation of Allah whom Allah given Islam is to man and jinn. Because these two creation of Allah give them brain. Allah says, I created man as my best creation. Why he says the best creation? So that the man whom he has created will become the best of his creation, means with religion, with Islam. Without having Islam with us, we will never become a best creation. We just know we are no different from all the other animals. We are not created for that. We are not created to become animals. We are created to become men. And in order to become man, we need to have religion. That's why Islam is given to us as a religion. From day one, the man is created, Adam and Hawa. They are given Islam. The religion which Allah has given to the entire mankind from that time till the day of Allah is Islam, no other religion. To Allah, there is no other religion except Islam. You don't have to find other religion. If you find, you may say it's correct, but it's not correct. You'll go to hellfire. So if you embrace other religion than Islam, you go to hellfire. Islam means submission to the will of Allah. That is the meaning of Islam. The real meaning of Islam means submission to the will, the desire of Allah. So that's why we recited. First thing, when we decided to become a person who submitted his will and his desire to the desire and the will of Allah, he should recite the kalima. There is no God except Allah. And Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. If we don't recite this kalima, then we have not decided to take him as our God, to take Allah as our God and Muhammad as messenger. We must clearly speak it, and with someone to witness it, a believer to witness it, that we are the one who has recited the great kalima. There is no God except Allah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Irrespective whether you speak in Arabic or in Malay or English, as long as you have decided to submit your will and desire to the wishes of Allah, then that's the reason why you recited the kalima La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasul. Then you become a person who have entered Islam. You have not yet become Muslim. Muslim who totally submitted his desire to the will of Allah. But before that, you are only a person who have entered Islam because you are just starting, intended to submit your will to the will of Allah. You have not submitted yourself, your will to Allah. You have intended. So you are not to be called a Muslim. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. A Muslim is a person who will submit fully in submission to the will of Allah. That's what's called Muslim. So, we should submit our wills and our desire, not to our wishes. Our wishes is to submit our will and desire for eating food, having sex, that's all. So why we do that? Because we did not know Allah. We never think about Allah. We never give a damn to think about Him who has created us. We are really fools. We are ungrateful. Just using our time in this world, fulfilling our wishes, eating, drinking, sex. This is not what we are intended to be. We are not intended to be like the animal. Those has been created by Allah. Those who fulfill their desires and will to eat food and drinks and sleep, sex. Allah has created the animals. And Allah says, you, oh man, you can use the animal whoever I permitted to eat them, to slaughter them, to eat them. They are not created for me, Allah says. I've created this for you. But don't over doing it to the extent you will forget me. Now they are overdoing that. Eating, cooking. There's so many people in this world who devote their life to culinary arts. Devote their life to culinary arts. Having science, diploma, degree. After studying culinary art, engaging himself or herself to the, to open restaurant to show the best culinary that they can do. And that's all animalistic. This is all animalistic. Rashidi is very much like animals. He doesn't love Allah, he doesn't love me, he doesn't love his wife, he doesn't love anyone, he loves himself. So when he loves himself, he loves whatever he wants. Eat, drink, sex, that's all. So he looked like one who have embraced Islam, who do the work of dawah, but his desire is not desire to make Allah to be his lover. His desire is his own desire. You shouldn't have your own desire. You suppress it. Why you don't love me? Because I'm not of any benefit to him. I teach him something which he doesn't want. To become, to make Allah my lover. He said, no. I want to do things what I like. What I like, I will do. I do not want to do what Allah likes because I don't want to become the lover of Allah and the lover of Prof Nasoha. No, I want to become the lover to myself. So he become very egoistic. He has pride, arrogant. He become a person who's proud and arrogant and never listen to people. Nobody can remind him that you are doing wrong thing. No. We tell the people, hang to apa? You see, what do you know? You want to remind me, you are no better than me. So you become very haughty people and angry and hot-tempered. These are wrong characters, bad characters, which arises from us from the wrong belief that we have. The belief that I'm great. The belief that I'm big. They believe that, I'm so powerful. So this type of people who are arrogant, they cannot be reminded about this and that. Whatever faults they are doing, nobody can remind him. Just keep quiet. If somebody trying to tell him this is wrong, sir, what? Who are you? You don't even have anything trying to tell me what is right, what is wrong. So that's why people who are proud will never go to Jannah. We go to hellfire. We have to become humble because we are humble to Allah. We are the creation of Allah. We know nothing. Allah knows everything. We cannot have anything unless Allah gives us. We are the creator. We are the one who are the creation. Allah is our creator. But we should think of Him and spend all our time, almost all the time, to think. Whenever we see the sky, whenever we see the moon, whenever we see anything, whenever we see our eyes, our ear, should think, who has created this? This is not thinking at all. The food that we eat, we never think, who gave us the food? Just simply eat. The water that we drink, we never think, who gave us this water? Just simply drink. It's done, it's supernatural. It existed by itself. This is the fool's notion that we have. Full belief that is come by magic. No magic. It's created by Allah. Who caused death? Allah. Who caused life? Who give life? Allah. There's no one who caused death except Allah. There's no one who give life except Allah. Who give us to drink, to eat, to sleep, everything. He is the one who give us. Why shouldn't we love Him if we think that He is everything? It is a fool only who don't love somebody, who do and who give him everything that you want, created him, and yet you say, I don't want Allah, I don't want to obey Him. I want to obey my nafs, my desire. What will you call that person? Huh? Should be fool, and what fool should be? Should be in Jannah, in paradise? No, the fool shouldn't be made to enter paradise. Should go to hellfire. That's a place for the fools, for the arrogance. You know, why should you arrogant? What do you have? You have anything? Nothing. Then why you become so proud and arrogant of yourself? That when somebody remind you, you get very angry. Tegur you. Tell this is wrong. Oh, get very angry. Annoyed. So it's only humble people who know that I can do mistakes. I'm not someone that will never do mistake. I am a human being. Allah says, to make mistake is a human being. But Allah give us an order. Whenever we make mistake, we must ask forgiveness from Allah. If we make mistake to someone and someone tell us, yes, we ask His forgiveness. No. We don't want to ask forgiveness, we are proud. So to become someone who will never make mistake, nobody will become. Even prophets of Allah also make mistake. Except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell him that you are making mistake, you should do like this. But we are those who are non-prophet, who are not prophet of Allah, they do mistake without knowing it. So that's why we never follow other than the prophet of Allah. Because only prophet of Allah will know his mistake, because Allah will tell him whenever he do mistake. So to follow any other than prophet of Allah like ulama and all is a way of leading us to deviation. We are not going to break to the straight path. That's why when we read Surah Fatihah, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Oh Allah, guide me to the straight path. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, the path of those whom you give ni'mah, is the prophet of Allah, not ulama, shuhada, all this. Wrong tafseer. That means the path of those whom you have given blessing, ni'mah, is the path of the prophet. Only prophets, the one who knows the truth, because Allah tell them. Other than that, nobody knows the truth, because Allah doesn't tell them. They are not prophet of Allah, messenger of Allah. And now there are no messenger of Allah. The last is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in the absence of prophet of Allah now, Allah selects among the followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to do the work of prophet. He's not called prophet, it's called the naib of prophets. You follow him, then you'll be successful. Gosh.